Since the dawn of our species, societies have waged countless wars over the control of resources. Lack of basic necessities like food and clean water contribute to the despair and death of millions across the globe. In the last century, our species has made great strides in the advancement of technology to produce clean energy and mass-produce alternative non-gas required equipment. Despite this, we still have to mine lithium, use coal and gas-powered equipment to build critical infrastructure, and watch as the everyday person is told to sacrifice while corporations can drain the planet of resources without consequence. What if the technology to power the world cleanly and infinitely already exists, but we're not being allowed to use it? What if innovations from the past, like Nikola Tesla's wireless energy, were buried to keep us dependent on fossil fuels and doomed to a future of fighting for scraps? In this video, we're going to explore the revolutionary technologies that could change the world forever. From zero-point energy to cold fusion, from anti-gravity propulsion to the secrets of Nikola Tesla. And we'll be asking the big question: why haven't these breakthroughs been made available to us? Is it possible that powerful forces are keeping these advancements hidden to protect their own interests? Imagine a world where energy is limitless, where the very fabric of space itself contains enough power to light up cities, power entire nations, and make fossil fuels obsolete. That's the promise of zero-point energy. Zero-point energy is the idea that even in the vacuum of space, energy exists all around us. Theoretical physicists like Harold Puthoff have studied it, and some believe it could be the key to unlocking unlimited power. If harnessed, zero-point energy could revolutionize the planet. No more pollution, no more war over resources like oil, and most importantly, no more reliance on finite resources. But if zero-point energy is actually real, why aren't we using it? Some claim that those in control of the energy industry, big oil, coal, and even government entities, have a vested interest in keeping us hooked on traditional power sources. Who in their right mind would block this technology? Well, what happens when energy is free? Profits vanish, control slips away. Could this be why we haven't seen zero-point energy powering our world? Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors in history, had a vision. A world powered wirelessly, with energy transmitted freely through the air. He built the Wardenclyffe Tower. It was designed to send wireless electricity to the world. But his funding was cut and the project was shut down. Legend has it that when Tesla proposed his idea to J.P. Morgan, the financier asked, "Where do we put the meter?" It's extremely unlikely your average corporation will pass on future profits and monetization of a new energy source. The fact that such a question was asked tells us everything we need to know about why Tesla's wireless power never became a reality. When he died in 1943, the FBI allegedly seized his documents and other files from his collection. What could have been the purpose of this? Was there some sort of evidence or schematics proving he was not far from achieving his goals? Could they have contained the secrets to free energy? For decades, researchers have speculated about the existence and possibility of anti-gravity propulsion technology that could render traditional fuel-based transportation obsolete. Oil, wind, gas, solar. All of these forms of fuel would be obsolete with the introduction of anti-gravity propulsion systems. Currently, in 2025, the entities that supply our current fuel sources would scramble to justify their existence if we had cheaper, more reliable ways to fuel our society. Imagine a world where cars, planes, and even spacecraft move effortlessly without the need for gasoline or jet fuel. To your everyday person, this clearly sounds like science fiction. But what if it isn't? Some believe that black-budget military projects have already developed anti-gravity propulsion. The TR-3B is one such rumored aircraft, said to use advanced propulsion far beyond anything the public has seen. The TR-3B is rumored to be at least partially powered by anti-gravity propulsion systems. If true, the implications of this would be huge. When did we first gain access to the technology? Is it currently scalable to other industries? If the TR-3B actually utilizes anti-gravity propulsion systems, why does the US military have a monopoly on the technology? There have also been scientists like the controversial figure Bob Lazar, who claim to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology at secret government sites. Could we already have access to technology that defies conventional physics? And if so, why isn't it being used for the benefit of humanity? In 1989, two scientists, Martin Fleischmann and Stanley Pons, from the University of Utah, made an announcement that could have changed everything. They claimed to have achieved cold fusion, a process that could generate limitless clean energy without dangerous radiation. The scientific world erupted. They claimed their experiment had generated excess heat at levels they believed could only be explained by nuclear processes. They also reported detecting traces of nuclear reaction byproducts such as neutrons and tritium. If true, it would have meant an end to the energy crisis. But almost immediately their work was discredited after their results were not able to be easily replicated. Institutions dismissed their findings, and without verifiable results, funding for cold fusion research dried up. Was this simply bad science, or was something more sinister at play? Even today, some scientists continue to work on cold fusion, convinced that the potential for this technology is real. If these technologies exist, why keep them secret? The answer may lie in control. Economic control, geopolitical control, and the control of information. Imagine what would happen if suddenly energy became free. Oil companies would collapse and governments that rely on energy exports would lose power and influence. The balance of the global economy would shift overnight, with those who control the energy industry today losing their tightly held grip on the world. History has shown us that industries will go to great lengths to maintain their dominance. In the case of the EV1 electric car from the 1990s, pressure and lawsuits from automobile manufacturers, combined with influence from the oil industry, killed the vehicle. A vehicle that could have revolutionized transportation in the late 90s and early 2000s. Crushed, destroyed, wiped from existence by powerful forces. Could the same thing be happening with free energy, anti-gravity, and other breakthrough technologies? The future isn't something we passively wait for. It's something we need to create and forge for ourselves. If these technologies exist, we deserve to know about them. If our world could be powered by free, clean energy, shouldn't we demand that this knowledge be shared and not kept in the hands of a few? Maybe the truth is closer than we think. Maybe the only thing standing between us and a future powered by limitless energy is the willingness to ask questions, challenge authority, and refuse to accept the status quo. What do you think? Could these revolutionary technologies be real? Are they being suppressed? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into science, space, and technology, be sure to like and subscribe. The more people ask questions, the harder it becomes to keep the truth hidden.